Welcome to Mindset Transformation Channel, where every idea helps you grow. Transform your mind and transform your life.
All right, let's talk about the future, specifically your future in 2026. Today, we're going to build a fortress, not with bricks and mortar, but a fortress for your mind. It's designed to protect your focus and help you reclaim your brain from all the digital noise out there. Ready? Let's start building. So let's start with this question, because it's at the heart of everything we're talking about today. What if your focus isn't some fixed thing you're born with? What if it's a skill? More than that, what if it's just the environment you build for yourself? It's a powerful idea, and it means you have way more control than you think. But first, we have to get real about this situation on the ground. And the reality is, our attention is constantly under siege. We are living in a world that literally profits from our distraction, a world that wants to keep us in a state of constant reaction. I mean, does this sound familiar to you? Your alarm goes off, and before you've even had a single thought of your own, your hand reaches for your phone. You're scrolling emails, news alerts, social media, and just like that, you're reacting to the world's agenda before you've even set your own. Your mood for the entire day can be decided in those first few minutes. But here's the most important thing I want you to hear. If you feel unfocused, it is not a personal failure. It's not a lack of talent. It's the result of a system that's been broken. And the good news? Systems can be rebuilt, one small habit at a time. And that rebuilding process starts the second you open your eyes in the morning. So how do we fight back? This is where we start laying the foundation. You know, those first 60 minutes of your day are absolutely crucial. They set the tone for everything, and I mean everything that follows. This is the very base of our fortress. And we're going to focus on 3 incredibly simple but powerful habits. We're talking about a consistent wake-up time, keeping that phone away for a bit, and getting a little bit of sunlight. That's it. Simple, right? Now, this first one, it's not about becoming a member of the 5 a.m. club, okay? It's about rhythm. When you wake up at the same time every single day, yep, even on weekends, you stop that daily negotiation with the snooze button. Your brain actually loves this predictability. It gives you way more steady energy and a much calmer start to your day. Okay, habit number 2 is a big one. Think about your brain in those first 30 to 60 minutes after you wake up. It's at its most open, it's most impressionable. It's like a sponge. And feeding it a stream of digital chaos is basically training it for distraction for the rest of the day. You have to protect that time. Let your own mind wake up first. Create before you consume. And habit 3? This is just some straight-up powerful neuroscience, and it only takes 10 minutes. Getting direct sunlight in your eyes first thing in the morning, it kickstarts your body's internal clock. It sends a super clear signal to your brain that, hey, the day has officially begun. This helps your sleep, your mood, and ultimately your focus. So, with that foundation in place, now it's time to start building the walls. These next habits are all about being proactive. This is our defense system against that constant barrage of distractions that are coming for you all day long. So for this, we're looking at 3 key strategies. First, plan your day the night before. This just wipes out that what should I do now feeling in the morning. Second, we're simplifying our meals. Sounds weird, but it frees up so much mental energy. And third, well, this one's a concept so powerful it gets its own slide. Creating dedicated sessions for deep focus. Let's just define this term because it is literally the superpower of the 21st century, deep work. It's not about working more hours. It's about working with this intense, laser-like concentration on one single difficult thing with 0 interruptions. And look at this. This says it all, right? 1 single hour of pure, deep, undistracted focus can produce more and better work than 5 hours of just bouncing around, multitasking, and getting pulled in a million different directions. It is a total game changer. Okay, our fortress has a foundation and it has walls. Now we gotta upgrade the interior. These next habits are all about maintenance, about the mental and physical resets that make sure you have the resilience to actually stay focused inside those walls you've built. Ever feel totally stuck, just lazy, and can't get going? Forget trying to force a huge workout. The goal is way simpler. Just move for 2 minutes. Seriously, this is the 2-minute movement rule. A few push-ups, a quick stretch, walk around. The point isn't the workout. The point is just to start. And here is the magic behind why that tiny little rule works so well. Motion creates emotion. That small burst of physical activity is often all your brain needs to shift gears and break through that feeling of being stuck. And you know what's funny? Those 2 minutes often turn into 10 or even 20 without you even trying. Now, to keep your mind sharp inside the fortress, we've got 3 essential tools. First, a daily silent walk. No podcasts, no music, just you and your thoughts. Let your mind breathe. Next is a memory superpower called active recall. And finally, the ultimate tool for clarity. Just one simple page of journaling to get all those tangled thoughts out of your head. This one question is the secret to active recall. Instead of just passively rereading your notes or a book, you stop, you close it, and you ask yourself, okay, what did I actually just learn? You force your brain to pull that information out. And that little bit of productive struggle, well, that's what actually builds a strong memory. All right, we have built the foundation, we've put up the walls, and we've upgraded the interior. Now it's time for the final, most important piece, the keystone. In architecture, the keystone is the stone at the very top of an arch that locks everything else into place. These habits do the exact same thing for our focus. This might be the most important habit of all. It's about building integrity with yourself. Every single time you say you're going to do something small, like, I'll just work for 10 minutes, and you actually do it, you are casting a vote for a new identity. You are literally building self-trust brick by brick. You know, most of us just live on autopilot, repeating the same mistakes over and over without even realizing it. A weekly reflection shatters that cycle. Just 20 minutes once a week to ask yourself, what worked? What didn't? This is what allows you to make tiny course corrections. It's how you go from just reacting to life to actually designing it on purpose. And finally, we've got a bonus habit for you. This is the one that really separates the dreamers from the doers. Discipline isn't forged in some big, traumatic moment. It's forged quietly when you choose to do that one thing you're avoiding, especially when you don't feel like it. That's how you build real inner strength. So just remember, your future isn't going to be defined by some big, flashy event. The focused, successful, and calm version of you that exists in 2026 is being built right now. It's being built by these small, silent, honestly kind of boring habits you choose to do today. Nobody's going to give you an award for them, but trust me, the results will speak for themselves. So I'll leave you with this one question. A fortress isn't built in a day, right? It's built one brick at a time. Looking at all these habits, which single one will you choose to be your first brick? Which one will you start today? Make that choice, make that commitment, because the work starts now.
If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and continue your journey to a stronger, happier, more empowered you.